again.
We're back on the Vicky Show. I'm still with Romeo, and I want to give a special shout out to the mother at the house that I just joined, Dallas, is actually going to be doing my show tonight. Dallas Mother Herrera, sitting, looking lovely. So we're going to chat with her next. Also, I'm going to jump into a little bit. I didn't really talk about this yet. I went to the Virginia Bowl or whatever, and I just want to. It was not. I'm not going to even lie. It's not even worth a recap show. That's why Vicky haven't done one. I used to. I'm just being real. It wasn't worth one, but I will give a couple of shout outs and special shout outs to people who were there and who did they thing. Real quickly, Howard Balenciaga did his thing. He was on the piano, and I think that was his first appearance for some house arrest, I believe. Rodney Malone was in the place, and I want to give a shout out to Cootie Ebony, Little James Con, Rico 007, and Danielle and Moesha XEV. So shout out to all of them, they did their thing. Special shout out to Trey too, Ebony. Now back. So about Romeo, this is an interview. And that was basically it. It was no highlights. So but it was a blast just being in Richmond, seeing the girl. They showed me, that gave me the ultimate respect in life. I love y'all, I will be back. Okay. Now back to Romeo. Now we were talking about your goals and stuff like that. So let's talk about education. And a lot of these girls in the scene don't even have that. Yeah. They still wrapped up in the ballroom. And like, what's your whole intake about that? Like the girls who so pressed to be legendary, so fast to want to be of the year, who walk every function, but don't have no place to sleep. They sleep at their girlfriend house. Like, what's your whole intake about that?
I feel as though the ballroom scene is an extracurricular activity. I mean, it has turned into a lifestyle for a lot of people, but in the beginning, it is an extracurricular activity. It's something extra to do just to entertain yourself and to meet new people and to keep yourself, normal. Everyone needs something to do. And for like the gay community, there's not a lot of things that we can do where we'll be accepted or we'll feel comfortable at. So I definitely feel as though it's a good outlet for that. But having it become your life, I'm really not into it. Like, that, not like that. Yeah, no. I mean, if you can, you can. If you can't, then it's okay. Like, I mean, it's a bigger important thing
to be worried about. So now, I also want to ask you, Romeo, do you want to be legendary in the ballroom scene? Like,
I mean, to be truthfully honest, it's not even my goal to be legendary. Like, I'm not even thinking about status. Only thing I'm thinking about is just enjoying myself, having fun, trying out something new. Since this is new to me, I'm not necessarily worried about the whole status part of it. Just enjoy myself and being a part of the family that I'm with. So
okay, it's okay. That's a great answer. Now I wanted to also ask you about now we got education. What is your major? Like, are you in school, college?
Well, right now I'm taking a financial break, but I was at Temple University
in Philly, right?
Yeah.
This where I used to go there. Courtney.
I don't know if you know him.
No, okay.
But yeah, and surprising to a lot, my major, I was a dance major.
Okay. Yeah. Could you explain that to some of the dumb girls who watch the show? I mean, I just say, like, I you know what I get. The girls know. Like, for people who don't, like, they so ballroom. Let's talk about,
I mean, my major was dance. That's one of the things I'm passionate about too. Outside the ballroom scene is dance. Mm-hmm. So just studying to better myself as a dancer.
What kind of dance? Like jazz, ballet? What type of dance?
It was all different types. Ballet, modern, different types of modern, African.
So do you know the Vogue? Do you do a little voguing?
Not in public.
Not in public. Okay, so we get that. Now it's probably known to go to.
I think everybody vogue when they was
like with their friends cut out.
Yeah.
But you would never make it a broadcast thing for the ballroom. No. Okay. Okay. So that's your major? Oh no, you said you took a financial break.
Yeah, I'm taking a financial break, but more than likely when I go back, I still will be doing dance as well as probably pick up either a double or a minor in psychology.
Okay, that's what's up. Now I also wanted to ask Romeo, what's next for you for like the ballroom? Since it's still new, but like, are you going to be hitting the scene hard, like really trying to make a name? Like, you don't want no status, but do you want to make a name for yourself?
I do want to make a name for myself. I feel as though right now I'm taking just a slow approach. Nothing has to be rushed. Like, we got nothing but time. There's balls all over, so since I'm new to it, really just getting acquainted to how everything works. You know, I've done a couple of mini balls here and there in the DC area. So eventually, you know, just branching out, going to other different cities, walking like little balls here and there, and then hopefully eventually be able to go with the big boys.
The big boys. Now, speaking of the DC area and the scene, how do you feel about the DC scene? As far as like, do you think it could be better? Do you think it's late? Do you think, it used to be hot, now it's not? How do you?
I feel as though like in the DC scene, it's really not a lot going on as far as the ballroom scene. I mean, everyone knows everyone, of course. So I mean, we always are hanging out. Everyone has different functions, but that's pretty much just the social aspect of it. With the actual like balls, we only had like two major balls this year, and like probably about even a handful of mini balls, if that. So I mean, I definitely feel as though DC could improve on the ballroom scene. You know, definitely getting the name out there because I feel as though there's a lot of talent out here, and for a lot of the girls out there that can't travel or can't necessarily get to the next ball that's in a different city, you know, it would be nice to have something at home where they can be able to broadcast themselves and do what they like to do.
Now, what is some of your favorite spots like to go check balls out? Like, do you have any favorite spots? Like, where you would love to hit? Well, like places that you haven't been to yet. What would you want to hit?
I definitely want to check out Chicago. You know, actually, if you don't mind, my house having a ball this weekend. Father Dare out in the Midwest. Shout out to the Garcons out in the Midwest. Ball this weekend. Definitely be on the lookout for that. But definitely in the Midwest in Chicago. Definitely want to hit up LA. Definitely want to hit up LA.
It's alright.
And surprisingly, I mean, I've been to Atlanta, but I haven't been to a ball so yet. So I'm excited about Atlanta.
And of course, I know you hit New York before. Okay, New York. And with Miami, do they have? They have a little scene in Miami, I believe. Probably like. I just want to go there, but the socials. Seems like it'll be hot for that. Now, have you? Oh, I was about to ask you what you ever, but you just, I'm just gagging. I'm still gagging from. I thought you was like, I didn't know that this was your first year.
Yeah.
Like I'm just shocked because I never knew that. Your first house. I never knew that. We're gonna come back with more Romeo. We're gonna talk. No, actually, we still got more time though. I still got time. Because I don't want. Yeah, we can talk more time. Okay. So I want to talk about. Let's talk about fashion, Romeo, real quick. What's your whole? So you are Garcon. And like in New York, I know how they operate out there. You have to have a certain look. Like, how do you feel about that? Like the Garcon look. What's the meaning of the Garcon look?
It's not necessarily like a certain look like you have to have. It just so happens that everyone in my house have a certain look. But I mean, it's pretty much clean cut, grown and sexy.
Very grown and sexy.
Yeah, very grown and sexy.
And that's about it. Yeah. Now I want to ask more about. There's been a lot going on in the news. About the bullying. I talked about this on the show before. So, I want to ask you: have you ever experienced a bullying situation back in school, or like teasing, or ever felt that you wanted to commit suicide? On a more serious note, what's your whole intake on that?
Well, me personally, I actually had a good coming out experience in high school. My high school was very receptive to me coming out and telling them about my sexuality, and I went to a Catholic high school. And I was in the spotlight in my high school, so I really felt as though with me taking that decision, it took a lot of courage out of me. And so I really personally didn't have to really experience that in high school, but for those that are out there experiencing it, I really feel as though one of the big things that I say, and I just tweeted it earlier, you need to be comfortable in the skin that you're in, and then people will be comfortable with you as well, because if they see that you have this air of confidence with you, that it doesn't matter what they say. And to be truthfully honest, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what everybody else say, because they're not going to matter. They're not paying your bills, they're not feeding you, they're not giving you breath, they're not nothing to you. So to take what people say, even though what people say can be hurtful and it can mean a lot, but if you have that self-love first, and if you have that self-confidence in yourself, it doesn't matter. And to be truthfully honest, your sexuality is just only one portion of who you are as a person. It doesn't make you who you are completely. So just because you're gay, that doesn't just take away from everything else that you have to offer to the plate. So
on the more serious side, with Romeo Garcon, I really enjoyed that because you were so right about that. Yeah. Now, on that note, we're gonna come back with part 4.
Yeah,
with Mr. Romeo Garcon.